train to Ronkonkoma. The next station is Wyandanch.
Alright, we're in the Pine Barrens. Today, finally, we're at Deer Park again. I want to do something a little bigger today, probably go to Jersey, but we had a lot of high clouds around this morning. I wasn't sure if it was going to clear out. And there's still some of them off to the east and off to the west, but in the middle it is clear, so enjoying this bitterly cold day here in the Pine Barrens. Been too long. Yes, I'm using my phone. I'm using a different program called Open Camera. I don't know if it looks any better. The reason why I'm using this program gives me a little more manual control over the things like the exposure and stuff. The reason why I don't... The problem with these, at least with Canons, it's funny how they can make a cell phone take video without having to drop battery, but Canon cameras, for whatever reason it's called, they don't like taking a lot of video, so... Yes, look at these shapes here. It's just easy to come here because it's a pretty short trip from home, you know, so I don't have to... And yes, there are a lot of problems on the trains today, so, yeah, trains had problems again. I don't talk about it, but, it kind of affected my plans because I was going to get I was thinking of going out east further. I was going to get the Port Jefferson train, but guess what? Port Jefferson branch had major problems because I was going to take the Port Jeff train and then catch the bus out to Brookhaven, but the Long Island Railroad screwed that up because the Port Jefferson branch had problems because the train broke down on there again. So, and there was switch problems in Jamaica and Woodside, so, yep. But, you know, let's just forget about that. I don't cover that anymore. Matt, that is your thing. Andy, they need to be covering that. I can't be doing it anymore. This is what I'd rather be covering. Look at all these great shapes, huh? It's beautiful. Look at this, huh? There's just been so much going on lately, you know, with this, all these different things. I just, you know... The good news is, the new owners of WLNG are listening. I brought that up, that's why I had to rework that other video. She's definitely listening to us, and, which is good. Look at these great shapes here, huh? Yes, it is cold, but, you know, as long as you keep walking, it's fine. I can take it. Sure beats all that hot weather we had earlier. This is the way it's supposed to be. It's wintertime. It's supposed to be cold. Alright, we are recording. Okay. just messing with the settings on this. Look at these beautiful shapes, yeah. Yeah. So I think WLNG is going to be okay. There are going to be some changes, but, you know, sometimes we're a little too quick to judge people, especially me, you know. Just because people are from the city and they got money does not necessarily mean they mean harm, you know. Some of them, yes, but not all. That's why we're not going to do that on this channel anymore, because got to be more open-minded. Got to show a little more love. We're not going to fight amongst each other anymore. I don't want to. We're putting that all behind us. All right. It's all about protecting God's creations and showcasing them. Just look at these delicious shapes here, huh? And for those of you who do not believe that it is actually below freezing out here, that is ice right there. Don't know how thick it is. Well, let's check it out. It probably ain't that thick. Yeah, it's not frozen solid yet. But it is freezing. Winter's here, folks. Finally. I would have liked to have gotten further out east, and I would have tried, but, again, the trains. Now, as far as Alicia Pika goes, I don't talk about her, but there is no hope for her, alright? She needs to go, alright? That's for sure. Yeah, look at all these great shapes here. It might be jumpy, I don't know. I'm trying this new program on the, should I say, app on the phone that's supposed to give me more manual control over video settings in the camera. But we'll see if it does anything. Do not know. Oh, we're heading north to some of the really nice, pretty areas. Look at that ice. We're heading north up to some of the desert-like areas, but before we get there, we got to go through this thicker pitch pine forest with the older pines. Oh, yeah. It's a pure pitch pine forest. Have you ever mature pitch pines? We're making our way over to the sand pits. But look at these. Oh, this is nice. It's like when you get this. It's like a nice cathedral effect, you know. I know you've seen these places before, but, you know. Come on, it's different every time, you know it. It is. Never the same place twice. When I saw that, it almost looked like there was a deer there. No. Looked like a deer, though, standing there. There, you can see there's some cirrus. I don't know if you can see it, but... yeah. You can see it. I don't know if you can. But we have clear sky right over us. There's some cirrus to the west. The bank there, and the bank to the east. We're right in the middle, so it's worked out good. Sorry, man, I gotta have a clear sky. You gotta have a clear sky to enjoy this place to the fullest, you know? One of the spots I wanted to show you here. Got a lot of these young ones. This one, however, is not that young. Not as young as you think. It actually looks like a dwarf pine. The way it's shaped. Oh, look at these little ones. They're cute too, though, you know. And beauties here. Look at this. There we go. Those shapes there, huh? This phone probably doesn't do it justice, but I can always throw in some pictures. Oh, I love this spot. It's like a desert over here, I love it. You know, these are the areas I love, man. Another hour of Piney power! Yeah! Alright, this is a little idiotic. I'd actually take a little detour because they feel like knocking these trees are blocking the trails here, so they cut these trees down, so we gotta actually have to hop over them. I don't know whose bright idea this was. This is not easy. New York State DAC, why do you do this? Oh my god. I'm gonna hurt myself in here. They don't care, you know. I know why they left it like this. I think we made it through, but gotta be really careful. I wanted to keep it rolling to show you what it was like to go through there. Not easy. Why do they do that? See, those are pine beetle infested trees. They just cut them down, blocking the trail. Makes no sense. Whew. Alright, so yeah, we're crossing over these power lines here. We came from that direction there. I'm going over here, this section. It's not actually technically part of Edgewood. It's part of the, it is state land, but it's under the Pilgrim state land. We want to say it to Edgewood, but it's officially not Edgewood, added to Edgewood yet. Courtesy of the lovely New York State government. That's one thing we will continue to talk about on this channel, for sure. The way this state drags its feet, literally, drags its feet on land preservation. There we go. Look at this. We got some really amazing shapes over here. Take a look at these. I know, this cam, I know. I do apologize. Like I said, I'll put some pictures in here. I guess if you get a super expensive phone, maybe it'll take good video, but there you go. Alright, there we go. Look at that. It's beautiful. Some real beautiful ones here. Delicious. All right. These shapes here, huh? Yeah, we got some more cirrus rolling in. You can see there's a couple of contrails up there. We got some blue sky, but the cirrus is starting to roll in on us. But I'm really glad we got a clear sky today. I mean, this is the best day we've had in a long time. some serious, but we haven't had those low clouds that have always been popping up, so that's good, because it's dry air, that's why. Gotta have dry, cold air. It's not gonna make it above freezing on Long Island today, probably not. I'll have a weather report for you later, where I'll be talking about that storm that will be missing us to the south. That's what it looks like right now. So, that's good. I don't want a big snowstorm. I really don't. I know eventually we'll get hit, but I just don't want one this weekend. Get ready for some more great shapes. And the great shapes just keep on coming. Here we go. Look at these beauties. Yeah, look at these beauties. I know, this phone doesn't do it just... You know, it's annoying though. I know it doesn't go wide enough. I gotta back up. I don't know why it doesn't go wide enough. Time to take some pictures. Right. Beautiful, huh? Also, yeah, I know this video won't be in full 1080. My computer has trouble rendering 1080 anyway. I can do it, it just has trouble. Yeah, look at that big fat contrail. I'm sure you can see that. You don't need 1080p to see that. Right there. Planes are starting to mess things up a little bit. At least we got a clear day while it lasted, right? But it's starting to roll in on us. Got some upper level, cirrus level moisture in the air that is starting to junk up the sky. But I'm really glad we got to enjoy a good amount of clear sky today. The most clear sky we've seen in probably almost 3 weeks. Despite the planes now trying to mess things up for us. Look at these shapes though. I like these little ones, they're cute. Little ones, big ones. As long as it's a pitch pine, it's beautiful. Pitch pines are just amazing. Alright. Alright, I gotta get moving. I'm starting to freeze. Alright, yeah, there's a substation here, parking lot we're coming out of. I just gotta have to take this back over to the trail. Oh, wait a minute, that's right. This isn't the trail. This isn't the trail. I could start. Well, we're gonna go this way. I'll find the trail. It's somewhere over here. Let's see what we got there. There's a substation here. I think it's yeah, there's the trail. Okay. We're not gonna walk that way. We're gonna follow the trail. See this power lines here. That up there on the top is probably 67 kV. The bottom, probably 23, or probably even less than that. Probably 13 kV. You know, distribution lines. And then those other towers there might be 137 or 138. All right, let's. Yeah, we're back in the woods here. We're not going by the substation. Yeah, Pine Barrens. That's what it's all about. Yeah, it's getting cold. I gotta get moving now. All right, I'm cold now. All right. See, as long as you keep moving, you're fine. But the minute you stop moving, then you start feeling it. Let me tell you, big time. So I will be here for around, I guess, for another hour or so, and then I'm gonna catch the bus down to Babylon because I don't want to go to Skidsville again. Yeah, last night I saw a bunch of bums hanging out there. I don't want to deal with that again. No bums. We'll see if there are any in Babylon. For all the people complaining about it in Babylon, we're going to see. But again, I don't talk about that. But I will contribute material to you know, Matt's videos, so you'll see contributions from me, maybe videos, maybe pictures, but I don't do it on this channel anymore. I'm sorry, I don't. That's all there is to it. So yeah, there's the power line path. We're going to take that down. I'm going to take that down, start heading back. Actually, I probably have time. I don't have to take the power line path. To tell you the truth. Yeah, I have time. I don't have to take the power line path. I can take the regular trail through there. Yeah, still have time. I probably can do that. I don't want to take the power line path because a lot of times it's flooded out. So, that's the thing. I don't really want to deal with that. You know. But yeah, I want to do more Pine Barrens videos, more nature videos. That's what it's going to be about from now on. And, you know, we got to work together, you know. You know, all these problems, you know. 2018, we're kind of battling some things there. But in this year, I'm really just reaching out an olive branch to anyone who wants to improve this island. Doesn't matter whether you have money, whether you're not, whether you're a finance professional, whether you're not. If you care about Long Island and protecting it, it doesn't matter. You know? That's if you can hear me over the wind. Oh, actually, there is not a flood here. Usually there's a flood here in this spot. That's good. Oh, alright, good. With all the rain we've had, I thought maybe there would have been a flood. Maybe we can take the power line path back. I don't know, because a lot of the times it floods unless they regraded it. Some of these big lakes in here that you can't get across. It's more of a problem in New Jersey, but sometimes we have it here too. Yeah, it's starting to get cold now. I'm starting to feel cold anyway. Yeah, so we will, I'll see what the power line path looks like. If it's flooded, we won't take it. So even about these little, my saying is always, watch out for the little ones. They'll grow anywhere. You never know where they're going to pop up. It's pitch pine seedlings. As long as there's lots of sunlight, they'll grow. That's all they need. Yeah, look at this substation here. Yeah. Big substation here. Reminds me of what happened to that Con Ed plant. That was insane, that arc. It was an arc flash. It was nuts. Nothing ever happened like that before. That could happen here too. It could happen anywhere. I just don't want to be here when it happens. I would freak out. Like, what the hell is going on? Seriously, those things are so bright. They can actually burn your eyes if you look at them. They're like the sun. I mean, it's pretty much like lightning, but the thing is, arc flashes, some more ice. Arc flashes I have a feeling this is going to be flooded out. I don't want to take this. I'm going to go back over here. I just have a feeling it's always flooded out down there, always. Even when it's dry, it floods out. So. But yeah, it's weird though, because unlike lightning, which lasts like a split second, that arc flash is going for like 10-15 minutes straight. It's nuts. Still can't believe that. Like I said, some weird things have been going on lately. Some weird things. Anyway, I am going to be heading back. Video isn't done yet, but we will be heading back. I hope the video looks okay. If not, I do apologize. It's funny though, see, I'm using my phone and the battery's only drained about 20%, right? Now, had I been using the camera, my Canon PowerShot, the battery would have probably drained already, and I would have had to replace it. And they use those, you know, they use too much energy. I don't know why I guess maybe that's why the quality's better, because it uses more energy. I don't know. I'm guessing. Interesting little setup there. The power line for, I guess, Comac. See, but all the power comes through the woods. Kind of reminds me of New Jersey. All the power comes through the woods. Oh, what is this? What's this thing? There's like this little box. You see that box in there? That's interesting. It's not really connected to anything. That's weird. There's not a It's not a radio tower there or anything. So it's kind of weird. Interesting stuff. I mean, I'm going to show you different places on Long Island. Maybe some of it will be, you know, a little bit of history, you know, abandoned place. No, I mean, I don't do abandoned places like a lot of other people, but we can take this trail here. But I definitely, you know, want to show you more interesting place. Talk about history of Long Island. You know, I'd like to actually show you Wardenclyffe, which is in Shoreham. There's a museum there, Nikola Tesla Museum. I'm not sure if it's open yet, but I can at least show you the grounds. Something I'd like to do too. There's a lot of history here on Long Island, especially when it comes to radio and technology. You know, New Jersey certainly doesn't have the legacy we have when it comes to the history. A lot of things, a lot of our modern technology, from the very phone I'm using now and the camera that's now out of focus. Let's see if we can focus that back. All the technology we have, we owe to a lot of things that were invented right here on Long Island, you know. Whether it be, you know, radio telecommunications, you know, electricity. I mean, a lot of things. I mean, Nikola Tesla created alternating current. He's the man who created, he didn't get recognized for it, but he was the man who created alternating current. And that is what we use today for our power grid, not DC. Edison got all the glamour for creating electric, but it was Nikola Tesla that made electricity usable for the masses. He's the one who made it usable. DC was not you could not transmit DC, like you couldn't do any of that, you know. AC, alternating current, is we owe that to Nikola Tesla. You know, and these power lines you see here, you wonder why are there 3 on each side? Well, because power is transmitted in 3 phases: A phase, B phase, and C phase. And that you see there is a double circuit transmission line. 3-phase, probably, looking at the insulators, probably 137, but it could only be, I think it could be 138, I think it's 138 or 67, I'm not sure. It could be 67. But that's why you always see the wires in sets of 3s. Same thing over there. Same thing, 3 phases. Electricity is transmitted in 3 phases. So it's an interest of mine. Electricity, radio, all that stuff. And Long Island has a great history of that. No, you won't find that kind of history in Jersey. I mean, they have beautiful pine barrens, but they don't have the history that we have when it comes to technology and the legacy of people like Nikola Tesla, you know, RCA, all those things, all the technology we have, we owe to what happened on Long Island many years ago. All right, we are back. We should be back. This is the bus stop, but we still have 45 minutes, so I have to go into the Pine Barrens. Actually, a nice seat here and a shelter. Look at that. Wow. That's nice. All right, well, I'm going to have to, I might have to go into those woods. I want to see if those bums are there. Because if I see them in there, I'm going to call the police. You know, yeah, I don't talk about that, but if they're hanging out in the woods, I'm going to talk about it. If it has to do with the Pine Barrens, it's going to get talked about on this channel. I don't care. If it happens in the Pine Barrens, it's going to get talked about. That's all I have to say. Alright. So, on that note, I'm going to be crossing over the street here. There is that snow removal equipment, which so far isn't needed yet. It may very well be needed very shortly. Let's go in this little area here. Yeah, because we still have about 45 minutes to kill. You know, I'm not going to just sit there for 45 minutes and not move around. That wouldn't be very good, because then you're going to get cold pretty quickly. So, let's go back and look at some pines. Might as well. It's a beautiful open area over here. I love it. You need to keep this alone. You need to leave this alone. We really do. Look at these shapes here. We're not done yet with it. We are not done yet with it. Take a look at this. All right. That's beautiful, huh? Look at that. So many great shapes here. Look at that. So many great shapes here. Oh man, I tell you. All right, I'm gonna head in that direction. You want to see if the bums are in there? I'm gonna see if they're in there because we got to do a patrol. If they're in there, I'm calling the police. They're probably not gonna do anything. Last time I called them, they were like, "Yeah," they didn't really care. Where are the bums? I think the bums are over here, right? Yeah, they're on this side, I think. Let's see if they're in there. I'm gonna keep this rolling, or in case anything happens. But it's kind of cold. I don't think they'd be in here. But if I see them in here, I'm gonna call 911. No, they won't do anything. But somebody's got to take care of the Piney Woods, you know. Nobody else is gonna do it. I gotta do it. And it's this way, I think. Yeah, it's this way. Probably walked at least 5 miles. Now I'm starving. Alright, well. The other thing we have here is litter too. Trash. Look at this. Looks like an old tube TV. This is the way the Pine Barrens are treated. It's sad, isn't it? That definitely is an old. Hey, if you're looking for some. I mean, if I had a vehicle, I would haul this stuff out of here myself, probably. Or if I had some people to help me. I mean, this should be cleaned up, you know? Pine Barrens should not be trashed. Alright, we gotta go in here, because. See if the bums are in here. Maybe they're not here. We're gonna find out in a minute. Let's see what they've done in here. They're living in here. See, look, there's a thing here. You have people living in here. This is ridiculous. It really is. I just switched to using my other one because. Oh yeah, look, they've got this all closed off. You've got a little encampment in the woods here. And nobody's doing anything about it. Yeah, I think I'm not going past this. I've told the police about it. I've called the legislator. Nothing gets done. We don't get news coverage. Nothing happens because nobody cares about this area. Alright, I'm not going right by that, alright? But that's definitely an encampment. This stupid thing would focus. That would be awesome. There we go. We're not going beyond this point, alright? Because who knows? The guy could come out with a gun. You don't know. I mean, the police know about it, but I'm gonna send them a picture of it, and, you know, see if they do anything. I don't know if they're gonna do anything. They're probably not, but this is, like I said, this is the way the Pine Barrens are treated now. If they were living in the woods near Argyle Lake, you better believe it would get press, because, you know, demographics. That's all I'm gonna say. It's just, it's a fact. Unfortunately, certain demographics get better treatment. You know. It's a fight against the corruption, you know. But when, like I said, if it involves the Pine Barrens, I'm going to talk about it. So, anyway, I'm going to head on out of here because that kind of creeped me out. I don't know if anyone's following me, so let's get out of here. Head over to the bus stop. Yeah, I'm using the regular video. I don't know if there's a difference or not. It's a shame, it's a beautiful spot. They're only in this spot, though. They're not in Edgewood Preserve. They're just in this area right here. Bums. And like I said before, these people refuse help. They don't want help. They've been offered help. I've been told that from numerous sources. They'd rather drink and do drugs and not obey the law and be homeless instead of being in a program, which is unfortunate. But that's what happens when laws break down and laws aren't enforced, you know. But like I said, I don't really talk about it, but if it does affect the Pine Barrens, I will talk about it. So in this case, it does, so I had to bring it up. But anyway, look at these pines one more time before I wrap up this video here. On this sunny day, you know. Hope you got outside and enjoyed it. Yeah, it's cold, but it's sunny. And that sun feels good. So, anyway, I think that's going to wrap up this video, so take care. Thank you for watching. And please, I just want to remind some of my viewers, I don't really cover train news, so don't ask me to, because I'm not going to do it. I don't do transit news anymore. You know, Long Island Railroad, Nice Bus, I don't do any of that. All right? The main focus of this channel is going to be on the environment, the weather, and the Pine Barrens. And that's going to be it. So that's all there is to it. Anyway, I will continue to talk about the Pine Barrens, and yeah, if there's social issue that affects the Pine Barrens, I'll bring it up. But only if it affects the Pine Barrens and the environment will I bring it up. Like with what you just saw. But anyway, that's going to wrap it up. So I want to thank you for watching. Take it easy, and remember what it's all about. Yep, it's all about those great shapes.